think we can start now.
No, oh, we missed the.
Nah, bro, I don't give a crap, honestly. Look at all these people that ain't sitting down. And this is
Bro, man's
purple
not sitting
fire.
down. If you're not sitting down, you also smell bad as well. Oh, oh. Crazy Matt Ray decided to stand up.
Well, hello and welcome. Hello and welcome to our 16th billionth trillionth millionth annual conference. Today we're going to be going over group-wide issues, divisional issues, promotions, demotions, medal awards, and developer questions. Who we have a nice special guest setting people on fire at the back of the conference building who will be coming to answer the questions. Do we have any group-wide news?
We have two actually.
Ooh.
So for the group-wide news, we have the release of a new promotion guidelines. It's basically meant more for those newcomers into AEGIS for them to know how to rank up. It contains all the current information that we use right now, and it will replace the outdated version of the promotion guidelines that 𝐏𝐑𝐃 made. And then the second group-wide news, we have the release of a new academy guidelines. It won't be released yet. It will wait until the AEGIS Academy is actually released, and the guidelines will come out as well. That's for group-wide news.
Ooh. Do we have any divisional news?
Nope.
Ah.
Moving on to medal awards. This first, what's the word? Where are my words? I can't catch them. The first section of medal awards is for the Medal of Undying Loyalty. Can I Tristan Plays and Popgon Dan come up to the front? Congratulations for being loyal to the corporation for a year or more. Welcome to the Boomer Club. Congratulations, you can get
Guy on
down.
fire at the back.
In Canadian, you may take the rest of the medals.
Sorry, I'm just like really distracted by the fire back there. Okay.
Purple.
The next medal award will be the Award of Obstacle Veterancy. I don't think this person's here, but congratulations to Bald on completing the obby. Hooray, hooray. The next medal will be the AEGIS Certificate of Military Scholarship.
Coded, you are a distraction.
Simply 350 come to the front?
I'm not the person who's on fire.
Okay, but you set them on fire, so you're distracting me. And if this conference goes wrong, it's all your fault.
Well, I don't think
Sure,
Simply's
man.
here today.
Bruh.
Carry on, Canadian.
Well, congratulations, Simply. You'll be graduating from AOA, and for the final medal will be the Award of Exceptional Officer Duties. And Alex12321TR, come to the front. Is he here today? No, he's not. Wow. Congratulations to you on doing exceptional officer duties. Hooray. And that's all the medals for this week.
4 minutes.
4 minutes. Yeah, and
Wow.
that's all there is.
4 minutes.
Are you serious?
Yeah, there's like nothing else really.
Did we just speed around the conference?
Well, no, there wasn't much.
It gets faster and faster every time. So you
And
don't
next
need
thing
10
you know,
seconds.
it'll be, alright, welcome to the conference. Alright, moving on to conference questions.
Pretty much.
Conference questions.
Would our special guest, the stupid loser number 347, come up?
Bruh, you should have walked into 100 Gex money machine.
That's copyrighted. That's copyrighted.
Copyright.
Oh wait, no.
I was about
It's
to play
fine,
it,
don't play it.
but I realised it is copyrighted, so we can't play it. We can play something else that isn't copyrighted
No.
though.
Royalty-free
No, you can
ukulele.
take my spot.
Actually, that's probably
Free
really
ukulele.
loud. I can't play that. It'll be way too loud.
You can take my
Really
spot,
loud
David.
royalty-free ukulele.
No, I'll stand on Dylan's head. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm perfectly centered now. Look, there you go. Feels weird to be up here again. So the reason I'm doing conference questions is because I also wanted to say before this. This mainly goes out to the people who do combat the most. That's MDF, PKSF, SDHD, one of the other divisions that I've forgotten the name of. Like SC, ew. But you know, whatever. Basically, what I'm wondering is what you'd like to see out of a new gun script the most. This isn't something to do in conference questions. This is something to do in suggestions, because I'll be looking at suggestions for anything that's gun script related. So if you do put in something that's gun script related, specifically gun script related, not to do with night vision, by the way, not to do with night vision, then tag it with gun script as well. By that I mean just put gun script after you've put the little S thing that you do when you make suggestions, or use hashtag gun script as Canadians put on Twitter, and I will look at it.
Is that hashtag gun script?
Yeah, go on Twitter,
hashtag
gun
coded.
script.
No, do hashtag coded gun script so it gets
Hashtag coded gun script on Twitter. And I will read the tag.
Make it number one
actually
trending,
tweet it.
guys.
You can ask some questions.
People's
about
actually
it
gonna
if you
tweet
want.
it.
Yeah, you can ask questions about it here if you want to, but if you have any suggestions specific to like more big features that you can't cram in a conference question, then put them in there. You've already seen. I might start doing devlogs for it, just so people know how much progress there is, and just so I don't actually quit like I did last time. So it's getting along very well right now.
They're all doing
It's-
hashtag gun scripting conference questions.
Yeah, I'm not gonna I won't bore anybody with all of the boring stuff. Just ask questions if you want. If you've got any questions about that, or anything really, obviously that's what conference questions are for. So, I'm not sure if it's just me, but when I zoom in with anything, it goes invisible. Yeah, I've seen that. It's a very strange bug because on my games it doesn't happen. With the gun script that I'm working on right now, it doesn't happen in first person. You can still see your guns. So yeah, it's border specific because when I zoom in with my guns, it doesn't do
Well,
that.
how's it just randomly happened? What the hell?
Unless it's the way that you done your guns that make it.
I don't.
'Cause I've
It's
seen
just a tool, isn't
I've
it?
seen it in other games as well. I've seen it in other games that's not the border, that when you go in first person, your tool just stays invisible.
Yeah. My suggestion got like 30 reactions. When will the cats with extra legs be added? Cats with extra legs. What? What is this? This is some. Nah. You can make those cats with extra legs if you feel like it. And then we'll consider shoving it in a lab somewhere. Will the gun script include new animations? Yes. It will probably include new animations, but I probably won't be making them. I've asked a developer on the development team who does animations, which is Baby Hades, if he would like to do animations for the gun script, and he said yes. So he'll probably be working on new animations for that when I give him the list of animations that will be needed. Will some materials be penetrable? What specifically will change in combat? That's a very broad question, because not a lot. You'll still be able to. It will still work basically the same. It's just the main difference will be performance. It's hopefully going to perform a hell of a lot better than the current one, and it will feel a lot better because there is 0 firing lag now. You might see on the border when you fire a weapon, when the server's lagging, the sounds take forever to come through, and the bullet holes don't appear, or whatever, and it feels very like. It makes the guns feel very. Well, the new gun script has had that all sorted. There is no client lag. Everything will be on time.
Battery critical.
On your end. Also, the gun script will have rotating. It will
Charging
rotate
battery.
to wherever you're pointing your mouse. When you have your gun in safety, your character will actually look in the direction that your
Charging
camera is
battery.
pointing. And then when you have your gun aimed, it will point to your character will point towards your mouse and look towards your mouse. It's just to make it a bit more realistic, I guess. About the aiming down sights will not be possible yet because I'm not sure how it will affect the gameplay, because obviously I didn't want to make massive differences. I just wanted to update it and make it more towards the vision of what we had in the first place with the gun script. But like, obviously adding aiming down sights and stuff in the border is quite a big step. Also, I'm hoping to make it controller compatible and mobile compatible, but that won't come straight away. So maybe border work on Xbox, maybe. Because the gun script will be available for Xbox, or at least it will be in the future. Not when it releases, definitely not, because I'm gonna make it so it works on PC first before I focus on anything else. On the community AEGIS Trello, it says coming late 2020. Area comes in January the 1st, 2220. Is that right? Yeah, on the 1st of January 2220, the city is coming. That is the official release date for the city. On that day, it will drop on the border. Unfortunately, it will take a little while. That
And
is about
some of you
200
might not
years from
make
now.
it.
Yeah, some of you might not be alive by then. Just saying. Another question is replacing the P226 Game Pass with the M1911. Why? I mean, yeah, the M1911 is cool and all, but it's actually my favorite gun, especially when it's suppressed in the border. It makes the nicest sounds. Plans on adding more capture points in the wasteland. I don't know.
Yes.
Dylan hasn't. Dylan might in the future.
You just said yes.
We don't really have plan. Yeah, he said yes. I didn't hear
You
it.
just said yes.
Good job. I can't hear out of one of my ears.
Oi!
It's loud.
Use the other one.
I'm actually not using my other ear right now. My headset is off my other ear because I do it by
What?
instinct. I do that by instinct. I wear.
So you're
one of
using
my
your deaf
headphones all the
ear
time.
to try and hear.
Yeah. But I didn't even realize I was
Coded.
doing it until you mentioned my hearing.
You're dumb.
I know I am. Yeah, please add liable railings to the engineering storage corridor so that we don't have to get an OSHA violation for people falling to.
That's not the corporation's problem. You all signed waivers before coming here.
You do realise that OSHA does no longer exist.
Yeah, we killed them all because they kept hitting us with so many security violations and health violation checks.
Yeah,
Like as we were doing ARD, like we were just like get out and just kill them all.
Yeah, we're now the world's superpower, so we decide. We're very nice people, but we're a world superpower.
Hmm.
A different variety of guns. What do you mean by different variety?
That's quite.
Do
a
you
few
mean
guns.
like, yeah? Do you mean as in
What, more
types of guns? Do you mean like different types of guns? Because right now we have rifles, shotguns, pump shotguns, only pump shotguns, and pistols, semi-automatic weapons.
Sniper.
We will be adding burst rifles. We can.
LMG.
I'm thinking about making it so the FAMAS is a burst rifle when we rebalance the guns, because that would be cool. And also, we're going to be adding automatic shotguns.
Oh god.
Because there aren't any automatic shotguns in the border.
Do 5SS?
Yeah.
Buff
could
to
add-
an automatic
An
shotgun.
AA-12 shotgun.
Actually, the SPAS 12 is a auto shotgun. It switches modes, doesn't it? So I can't remember. How does it work? I swear there's two different modes to a SPAS in real life, and it can be automatic. By the way, if they were automatic, we won't make it really OP. Would make it so it does less damage than a pump shotgun, because obviously it fires a lot quicker. So with the
Or
do
just
when you
give
go
it the heaviest recoil ever.
Everybody's just going on about Phantom Forces PTSD.
So with the Do 3C, when you go into scope and, for instance, start moving and it zooms out to normal view, that is an FOV problem. That then the gun script is going to reprogram how sprinting works. Sprinting will be done on the client side now instead of the server. By that I mean it won't lag at all unless your computer's lagging.
Someone said heartbeat
and-
sensors for MDF.
It will be inbuilt into the gun script system, so it won't do that anymore because that's a bug that's existed for a long time. RPG, no. Different kinds of batteries, such as char batteries, heated batteries, and cooled batteries, on addition to the regular one, making them more powerful, less powerful, and have different effects. That is like,
Dylan?
Why?
seems like a lot of
It seems unnecessary.
A lot of work for no reason. A lot
Oh,
of work for
sorry.
no reason.
Different kinds of batteries, such as charged batteries, heated battery. Oh, well, I already read that question. Fucking hell. As a task place. What? Sorry, I just broke your YouTube monetization. Oops.
No, because it's after the first.
Oh
minute.
yeah. Add a task place where people can get tasks for points.
Among Us.
I feel like that might be a bit. Well, the
Somebody
division
reply with
exists for
duty
that
states
reason, don't they?
exist.
Divisions exist for the reason that you do tasks to get points.
Also,
ARD was
literally-
faking electrical.
literally like doing booth duty as like a JO.
Well, they're
It's called
shrugging.
doing a duty state.
They're shrugging. They're shrugging. They're not owning up to it. I think ARD's kind of sus.
ARD, sir.
I say we eject ARD. Could dudes have an animation when
All
looking?
their chairs to eject them.
Could Jews have an animation when looking into a site like something from Halo
Jews?
5? I actually... Oh, Jews, yeah. I always say dues. Jews. I'm trying to think. I actually added ADS animations for all of the guns, but I haven't put them back in the new gun script. Yeah, I'll probably do that. I mean, it depends. Not many weapons are going to have sights. They will all work in first person still, because obviously a lot of people still use first person combat. Go away, Kaspersky. But yeah. So, will the new gun script be more friendly to mobile and console users? Yes, it will. For console and mobile users, ADS will be the default for the gun script because obviously, it's how the hell are you going to aim with a third-person gun script when the whole point of a third-person gun script, in the border anyway, is where you have to move your mouse around the screen. On mobile, that's kind of easier, but still kind of a pain in the ass. And with console, it's basically impossible without doing it with ADS instead. And I will probably also make it available for PC players, but you don't have to use it. It'll just be like it'll be like shift lock, but better. Border VR compatibility. I've actually just thought about,
What?
not yet,
What?
not yet.
No coded.
It will be in the far future. Like, if I kept working on the gun script over time, it would be like one of the last things I did, making it so the gun script would work in VR.
Bruh. Jevons does.
Yeah, it's
You-
because he focused on that.
I think
What
it's
is the-
baked into
what
the
is
God
the
VR
need for
script you
VR?
made for me.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Will some glass be
Who's
bullet-
really playing the border in VR?
A lot of people actually, you'd be very surprised.
Do you know how weird that's gonna look?
What do you mean?
Like them just being in VR.
What's wrong with it?
It's VR.
Yeah.
You're saying this, Dob, but like,
You
look
play
at
Phasmophobia. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but do you know how different people look at? You say that like that's a good thing. Like in Phasmophobia, when like people in VR can just do all these like crazy stuff, like fold themselves, like what you do in Phasmophobia.
Yeah.
Start levitating.
It's
You'll
gonna
be
be
kind of-
brilliant.
It'd be kind of OP, wouldn't it? Will some glass be bulletproof? Yes, it will. There will be bulletproof glass on booths, and probably maybe on booths. Definitely in the chairman's office. His window will be bulletproof.
Make a
well-
VR Game Pass.
Oh,
You
wow.
have to buy a
Bruh.
Game Pass in order to use VR.
Yeah, yeah, like what European just said in chat. I feel like booth would be like the only good thing in VR.
Can
Like
someone
VR
close-
booth would be like paying papers, please. In VR.
Bruh.
Can someone close this in a second?
Can
1 second, done.
Will the 4HM have a rotating barrel? Weapons will be animatable, but they probably won't be on the release because it will be something that will be done after, because it's going to be a lot of effort to port the guns over and rebalance them as it is. We have literally 30 guns to rebalance and port, and some of them are I mean, most of them work all right, but all of the stats need changing because of how the gun script works, and also the gun script doesn't lag as much now, which means that we need to compensate for that. Will the gun script also affect scopes in any way, like making the zoom feature more smooth and slower to aim better? That's on the topic of custom camera systems, which I will be doing, but it's the part that I'm holding off for the longest because I hate custom cameras, because it requires maths, and maths is a
You
pain in the
love
ass.
maths.
I've had to do so much maths already for all of this stuff. I've had to mess about with all sorts of shit.
AIDS.
Yeah, every trigonometric function under the sun has been put into that gun script already. When is the bug where you can't, when you zoom in first person, can't see the items? That's already been said. It's sudden, happened randomly. Not sure. Probably a Roblox thing. Actually, most
I'm
definitely a Roblox.
almost certain it's a Roblox
It doesn't
thing.
just break itself overnight.
Yeah, unless it was just like, you know what, I'm gonna stop working now. Will there be iron sights? No, not in the way that you might think. In first person there won't, because like ADSing, when I do add it, will be like just shift lock but a bit different. Soundboard for AEGIS member. You could just download a soundboard and get the sounds yourself. They're literally sounds from like that you can probably find somewhere. How will the penetration system work? Okay. Okay, let me think, because I tried explaining this to Dylan in a voice chat yesterday, and my brain broke. I think it was because it was probably 2 a.m. You'll shoot rifles and pistols, and shotguns will all shoot through wood and glass. They will penetrate through those materials, and they will actually lose. They will lose damage. Basically, the damage will degrade. If you shoot through something, it will do less damage than just shooting through at someone directly, because the stopping power will be less because it's had to go through a material. However, snipers have the added bonus of being able to penetrate through corroded metal. And I'm thinking about making it also have the ability to penetrate through metal, just normal metal that is quite thin. Although I haven't added like that kind of stuff yet to the gun script. So snipers will be able to penetrate through metals, some metals, and all the rest of the guns will only be able to penetrate through wood and glass, if the glass isn't bulletproof. However, guns can't penetrate through force fields, like the PKSF shield can't penetrate through that. That is basically how it works, and we'll think about adding more or less in the future, or changing things about if we feel like it. But yeah, that is basically how it works, and this time my brain actually functioned. AA-12, yeah, that gun was quite good in World at War. What was the zombies map that I played anyway? Yeah, I want to add more guns. I mean, they'll be cool if we add more guns. There are some ideas, like the P90 for SC, high armor penetration, low damage, high fire rate. What type of bullet strips will we be using? Raycasts or projectiles? I have made my own system based off raycasts. It's all hit scan. But I built my own system around raycasts, so I could make it so that bullets could penetrate through transparent and specific types of materials, and also leave like bullet marks, no matter how far it travels through like different materials. So yeah, it is all still hit scan like it is in the board right now. Basically, there are no projectile weapons, and I probably won't add any. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. Heavy artillery weapons such as
Look in
the
chat,
RPG as well.
Coda, look in chat. Broham said something else.
Where?
In-game chat.
So like, no, it doesn't use find part on raid with ignore list. That is depreciated. I found that out last night, and I had to reprogram the system because I didn't want to use depreciated functions. It doesn't use ignore lists at all. When it hits something, it will set up another raycast from the point that it hit outwards. So like, let's say you shoot a bullet, it hits a plank of wood, then it would create another ray cast, and it would cast from that position forward. And if it hits something else, it would keep doing it. It has a maximum amount of things it can penetrate before it stops. And it isn't that laggy because raycasts only use up a lot of data when you're like going long distance, but because it will be probably most likely short distances, the raycasting won't have a significant effect on performance. Wasteland expansion that spreads everything out a bit more. This could be an opportunity for outposts to be moved, which could also be capture points. Whoever owns them could have a selection to spawn there as well. That's a cool idea. Having different spawn points, making the wasteland bigger because of it. I mean, like,
Opinion on that, Dylan?
with streaming enabled, it's probably more possible to make the wasteland bigger with less lag. But the border's been receiving a lot of optimization recently. An update Dylan did yesterday made it feel super silky smooth. It's like a tongue twister, isn't it? Disable dynamic FOV is broken. I know. It will be fixed with the new gun script. Because I'll have to remake the settings menu anyway because it was like mixed in with it. If the run is client side, won't that make a difference from a person to another base? No, it won't. By client based, I mean that by default, players can change their speed locally, and it will automatically change on the server, meaning that you'll still be in the same position because your speed is controlled by the client anyway. That's how it works. That's why you don't lag about when you're running. So it won't make a difference to balance in any way. Actually, yeah, Broham already asked a question. Right now it's based on the server, which is quite intensive and it's completely unnecessary. Is there going to be a stronger weapon than the 𝐷? The 𝐷 is like the netherite pickaxe of
Battery
the
low.
border.
Charging
Okay.
battery.
Or what diamond was in Minecraft. It's like the diamond pickaxe of the border. There's probably not going to be anything
So
stronger
is that going to be netherite?
basic, yeah. You know,
If
yeah,
two
we'll
is
have a
diamond,
netherite
then
too.
there is
We'll have a
something.
netherite too. New morphs will to be added in the future. Don't know. There might be remasters of some of them in the future. I don't know. That's the question for whoever does that kind of stuff, which is Plague and Dylan. There was once an exploiter which could go click through the doors to turn off the reactor. Is there anything against that? There is something against that for coolant, but I'm not sure about the reactor itself.
It should kick you like straight away, shouldn't it?
For coolant.
It bans you if you teleport into the thing, and like, you know, it will be like, nope, you can't do that. A border protocol status for meltdowns? No, because meltdowns are fully script based anyway. Like, it's all scripted sequence, which means that the border just does it itself. SC don't have to. Well, the thing is, you literally have a
That
few.
would cause delay. Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
be like, oh wait, we
That
need
would
everyone to
cause
line up.
delay,
Let's not
yeah.
do the next step.
Yeah.
You just go straight to getting people lined up at the KM straight out. There's no point in having SC have to go up, call it, when the system automatically does like an audio queue.
Oh yeah. I'm done with questions. I was just answering someone's message. I'll get off stage now.
Okay, then don't go.
Well, no.
Oh wait, is this it?
Yeah, it's the end.
Yes.
Thank you for attending
You're welcome.
our 6 millionth annual
Conference.
You can go back to the border or whatever you were doing prior. As long as it's a Joker restaurant with or Terry Wizardium or another game. Anyway.
Or-
Goodbye. Farewell.